The expedition base camp is situated in Tiachura, a village just west of the autonomous region of South Ossetia, on the southern slopes of the Southern Caucasus Mountains.
It's the evening of the first night, and as the team gathers for dinner, plans are being made for the first day of digging. Ron has gathered a team of almost 50 people from France, Ireland, Georgia, the UK, and Israel. The next morning, as the team gathers to plan the day's work, Ron and his Georgian counterpart decide what the team should do. They must drive up the mountain in four-wheel trucks to a plateau some 10 kilometers away. There, they will meet the team of local porters who will help them bring the equipment, food and generators down the mountainside to the cave.
So we're here at the base camp at the moment, and it takes 1 hour to get to the site. So we have to take very windy back roads, which are pockmarked with potholes, and often the visibility is very poor because the area is particularly prone to fog, which means that you might only have a visibility of 10 meters or so. So on a project like this, you're going to need archaeologists, of course, but we also have other specialists, such as physical anthropologists, who are the people like myself who study the human remains, the human skeletal remains. We also have geoarchaeologists who understand the geology of the site and can explain this to us. We have speleologists working with us. Also, we have zooarchaeologists who work with the faunal remains and identify the different species of animals and help us understand the environment at the time. We also have paleobotanists who are able to tell us about the past environments. Once we get to the top, you're all shook up, you know, like you're being through a cement mixer or something like this. And then we have the problem of getting all of our equipment, which is 2 vehicle loads worth of equipment, down from the top of the slopes down to the cave itself. So when we're on top of the plateau, we have to bring our equipment with us, which consists of, for example, total station, which is surveying equipment, computers if we bring them on site. We have to bring the food, of course, down for our lunch, and sacks and buckets and excavating equipment. And so it's quite a lot of equipment, and also we have a large generator which powers the lights of the cave. So this is quite a lot of work and involves a lot of planning to get from the top of the plateau down the slope to the cave itself. So we have some local workers from the villages around the highland areas where we're working, and they help us carry some of the equipment. And so when you're going down these slopes, they're quite steep decline on the way down. It's very muddy because Georgia's been experiencing a lot of rain recently, so it's like a slip slide when you're going down. And so if you fall once or twice, you're doing pretty good, you know. So here we are in Undo Cave, which is a cave in the area or region of Chiatora in Georgia, and this represents a collaborative project between University College Cork and the University in Tbilisi, in the Georgian capital. And this is a really incredible site because we have different occupation periods going back to the Middle Paleolithic, and so this is a time when Neanderthals would have been living in Europe before the appearance of early modern humans. But we also have evidence of the Upper Paleolithic, which represents the arrival of modern humans into Europe and the eventual demise of the Neanderthals. Beyond this, we also have more recent periods. We have some evidence of Neolithic and right through to the medieval period, where we find lots of pottery and bone and artifacts like this. My specific duties are to analyse the human remains. Any bone that we find at the site, I'm in charge of looking at this, trying to determine different characteristics from the skeleton about the particular person. So for example, we might be able to say something about maybe how the person died, if they have any specific kind of trauma. We can tell the gender of the individual, if it's male or if it's female. We can also say something about the age of the individual, whether it's a young person, middle-aged, older person. So this is specifically what I do, but beyond this I also take part in the broader archaeological project of excavating the site and analysing and documenting other artifacts.